What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the studio. It's gonna be a dope one today. Basically, what's going down is someone reached out to the studio to rent the space because they needed a spot to shoot. But they were also looking for a photographer, and going back and forth with him, it just came out that he thought I was best suited for the job. So I'm actually waiting on him to get here. And basically what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna have you guys sit along on a photo shoot. There won't be much dialogue or anything like that because once the client comes, we're gonna be playing music and everything like that. He's a house DJ and he wants like a futuristic vibe type of photo shoot. So I just got here and I'm gonna just get everything prepped and set up. So as we're shooting today, sorry if I'm breathing, it's like 85 degrees in here right now. I just turned on the AC. So I'm just waiting for this joint to kick in. But yeah, I'm just gonna set up shortly, get everything going, and basically you guys are just gonna see the results of the type of lighting that we get done today, get results of the photos, and basically you just see like a behind the scenes look of how a photo shoot goes down with me and how I work with clients. And so yeah, I think it's gonna be a sick one. As far as gear today, we're gonna be prepping this Amaran 300C pretty shortly, and I'm gonna put it up on this guy. And I just recently got a boom pole that extends out so I can have like a nice overhead look. You guys will see that shortly. Then as far as gear wise, camera, shooting on the R5, which I'm selling soon. And then shooting with the 24 to 70 and 70 to 200. And I also have a bunch of prism lens effect filters that I'll be using today just to help sell the futuristic vibe. And we're gonna be shooting everything on white, but the lighting will be key. So I have two Amaran 300Cs, and then the other one's right here. And then we're gonna be using the spotlight attachment right there to give some very interesting shapes and colors and looks. And I'm gonna shut all these windows, kill the skylight, black out this whole studio, and yeah, it's gonna be a vibe in here.
She said, I don't know. And you run and you're cold. Don't you run, don't you fall. Feel it in the eyes. Feel it in your mind. Feel it in the ride. Feel it in the ride. Feel it in the ride. Feel it in the ride.
Alright, so this is my first day using this setup. And boy, it's a lot. So make sure you guys, if you guys do use a boom, make sure you guys have a sandbag here to counterweight all the weight up there. Got 3 sandbags, 35 pounds each, 25. And then we got our Amaran 300C with a grid. This is just like a regular Neewer Octobox with the grid on there. So when the client is here, basically, you guys can see this is what it looks like. Then when he comes under, obviously he won't have a hat on, but it'll be like this, lighting them. And then I'm gonna use another Amaran 300C with a spotlight to light up this backdrop. Again, this is for a DJ, and this was our first time working with each other. So he already had a really cool vision in mind. He already knew that he wanted to wear the all white with the Apple Vision Pros. And then I just came along with the lighting. And I think what help sell this shoot was that his outfit and his props were already futuristic, and the lighting was very intentional for this type of shoot. So this was our first time working with each other. So I like to spend a little bit of extra time just trying to get a vibe and figure out what his style and what his movements are really like. So that way I can more comfortably pose him and tell him what directions I want him to move, the different hand movements and different ways I would kind of want him to move and pose. So that way he isn't just standing there looking left and right and doing the same thing over and over. It's really good to just spend an extra 5 minutes so that way you can understand what the client, kind of what their intentionality and what their vibe is. So that way when it comes down to posing, it makes it so much easier. The one thing I'm super glad that I did on this shoot was utilize the Amaran 300Cs.
as you guys can see, we can go from full-on daylight to using the full-on RGB mode, and then even just using one light on RGB and using one light using a different color temperature or a different RGB mode, and getting a really, really unique two-tone type of look where you have most of the set all red, and then using the spotlight attachment to highlight something else in a different color. And I honestly think that really helped elevate this shoot. And for the next set of shots, you'll see that they have a very, very unique look. And honestly, it's on me that I didn't capture it. We didn't have that much time together, so I kind of had to really focus on getting the shots, because we also shot video on this shoot as well. But for some of these shots, I ended up using the Prism Lens Effects Ghost Effects Filter version 2. This is it right here. I also have it linked down in the description below. You guys can get a cool discount over there on their site. But as you guys can see, they add a really cool in-camera effect. That's what Prism Lens Effects is all about, is creating effects in camera, keeping it in camera. That's their whole mantra. And honestly, this effects filter right here, Ghost Effects Filter version 2, really, really helped elevate the shoot as well. The client freaked out. I didn't even tell him that I was going to use it. I just slapped it on the lens, and when I was shooting tethered, he just looked over and saw the images coming through, and he freaked out. That he's like, what in the world, like that looks sick, that looks crazy. So that, again, Prism Lens Effects version 2 of the Ghost Effects filter, it is linked down below, and that's how we captured these next shots.
Well, that was a very eventful shoot. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the photos. Honestly, I've never shot anything like that before, so it was a first for me. It was a first for him. But yeah, I think we got some fire stuff. So it's definitely some new portfolio pieces to help elevate the portfolio. And like I said in plenty of other videos, like that's like the beauty of having like my own space. It's like I can just take as much time as I want. I can just be flexible, and you know, I can just do whatever I want here. And honestly, it's a blessing to be able to do that. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. If you guys want to see more stuff like that, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.